folks, welcome back to an episode of Hero to Villain with me, Let's Bench FM. Good to see you, I hope you're very well, as our final episode of the week today. Now, coming up for us, 2 games against Nantes, FC Nantes from France. We did it last time. They're doing okay in League 1 without putting up any trees, so yeah, it should be a tightly contested battle. You'd think quite comparative to ourselves, actually, at the moment. 9th in the Premier League title race, and can you be in a title race if you're 9th? No, you can't. But you can see there, Huddersfield and Everton, 2 draws, 2 games in which we were 2 goals up, 2 games that we've drawn. It's one of those seasons, viewers, one of those seasons. Didn't lose 7-1 though, so every cloud. But let's get straight into action then. This Europa sort of battle is definitely taking priority this season, so we'll go full steam ahead and into the away game, away in France. All of these games are on telly as well. We're very much on TV these days, it's nice. We do play West Ham in between, but similar to how we did with Bristol City last time. We'll touch upon it, but we won't focus on it. So then the team for today's game, Garrido will be in goal, Alessi, Servi, Barons and Hurst will be at the back for this one. Yeah, a few injury concerns. Well, Alkin suspended to begin with, but Robson, unavailable through injury, would definitely have played ahead of Servi, but not today, sadly. Hurst comes in. I'm sure it'll be fine, viewers, if we just don't think about it too much. Vigaro and Jovanovic will be in the centre. Doku one side, Gimel the other, and Dybala behind Rodriguez. This is becoming a bit of a front four for us. Rodriguez back in the side recently, and has been doing well. Scored a goal for us at least. So, yeah, hopefully he does the same again today. I feel like our entire season now depends upon these games. Grujic plays in the middle for Nantes. They've got Derian in the centre, who looks... he's very good. He's moving to Hertha, interestingly, but yeah, he's extraordinarily good. Up front, they've got a very pacey striker as well in Ramani. They've got some dangerous players. That's becoming evident to me very, very quickly. Another one on that right-hand side. He looks very good. His crossing's not great, but he's more of a finisher, I guess, a striker. So we might have to think about signing maybe at some point. And Kamara on the other side, also very, very good. They've got some amazing players. We might have to think about getting a few of them in. I've got nothing to lose here. Apparently with the underdogs in this game, which I think is a little harsh. I think squad-wise we're probably slightly better than they are, but... whatever. I can be wrong sometimes, viewers. That's the question. So here we are then, Aston Villa versus Norwich. Let's see how they get on. Yes, I said Norwich. I didn't do it by accident. Within 3 minutes as well, United take the lead against Fiorentina away in Italy. So they're looking good to go through. As ball to the edge of the box. Jovanovic. Oh, lovely stuff. 8 minutes gone. A goal straight away. Hurst with the assist on that left-hand side. And we lead. An away goal, viewers. That's what we like to see most of all. An away goal very early on. If Manchester United can do it, so can we, as you'll see it in 3 dimensions here. Lovely worked goal, out to the edge of the box. Great first touch from Jovanovic, really sets himself to score. He looks massive, doesn't he? 6'5", and he looks it. If he can score a couple away from home here, we are on for this season, of course. Getting to the semi-finals would be an achievement in itself. It's really a game of can we avoid, it's like battleships, can we avoid Manchester United going forward? And of course, getting a few more goals wouldn't hurt as well. As Grimmel out on this right-hand side, can he pull it back for a shot? Rodriguez back in the side, back in the goals. When life gives you Nesta Rodriguez gives you, it's not the same. Poor Lemons. Hang on. Nesta Rodriguez. It's been a while since we heard it. Great finish. Some of these Europa games have been pretty underwhelming, but half an hour gone, 2-0 up, looking good. Corner to Nantes though, played in. Garrido comes and punches it. Grujic had almost an open goal to shoot in. It doesn't seem to have paid off for him though, as though they continue to try and work this. Reyes on that side. We know he's dangerous. We've seen him before. Great effort. Hits the post. A little unlucky, really. I think next season we're changing the system, but for now I think it'd be not the best or smartest move to change it as things stand going into the final few games. We should probably stick to what we know without changing it up too drastically and completely throwing away the back end of this year. As they come forward though, Servi gets it just about clear. Hurst though, under pressure towards Grimmel on that side, doesn't quite get there, and Nantes get a chance again to work something on the edge of the box now. Derian goes forward, strike on goal, wide again, but they're dangerous. They appear, at least, to be very capable, viewers, which I wish they weren't. So at half-time, 2-0 to the good, and yeah, keep this going, and we're laughing. They're dangerous at the start of the second half as they go for goal. Garrido, decent save. Threatening, continually threatening from Nantes. Dybala picks it up, plays a lovely ball out to Doku. Rodriguez in acres of space. He's got to do better. We're all thinking it. 20 minutes to go. I guess this is the moment, if we're going to make changes, we should maybe think about doing so. But everyone's playing so well, I don't actually think I want to change anything. It's looking really good out there. Only Dybala isn't quite on a 7-point-something average rating. Everyone else having a terrific game. And a 2-0 win, if it is to stay the same away from home in Europe, is always good. A third would put the icing on the cake. Rodriguez goes for it. Decent save by their goalkeeper. But a really good, strong European performance. One of our best performances of the season, I dare say, in this game. And it sets us up beautifully for the home leg now. now, which will obviously be after this. West Ham in the middle, but what a performance and what a first game in the air. Oh, dear me, they look dangerous there. I got panicky for a very brief second. I thought, oh, don't do this to me. I'm doing the end of game speech. But there it is, Nantes 0, Villa 2, and we march on to, well, maybe the semi-finals. Too early to say, viewers. I'm very happy the way you played. Good stuff. Keep it going. Come on. I hope you don't mind that we're not really focusing on the league at all. I'm sure you can understand exactly why that's the case. Again, I'll show you the competition screen. We're just mid-table mediocrity. We can't go down. We can't get into the Champions League. We can't get into the Europa League. We're just existing. So the Europa League is where everything's at right now. And as soon as we get sort of binned off from this competition, if that's to happen, we'll go into the summer and then we'll build for next season. But come on. This Europa dream now is well and truly on course. West Ham have offered Jordan Henderson the assistant manager's job. He works for me. Jordan, don't do it. Stay with me, Jordan. You know what you really want. Come on. Just before we play them as well, that is mind games for me as well. That stressed me out. Right, as things get underway at West Ham, I'm playing a rotated 11, really, just to try and keep things fresh. West Ham in 13th, so I expect they'll beat us by a couple. Do you know, I wasn't going to show you any highlights from this game, viewers. We've gone 1-0 up in the 88th minute. Romario Barrow with it, and this was the goal that won us the game, or is probably going to win us the game outside the area. Lovely stuff. And Doku seals it. There you are, look, 2-0. I mean, it's about 2-0s. Are we back, viewers? Are we back? Is the Champions League out of reach? Maybe not. It is. It definitely is. I would quite like to finish 8th, though. I think 8th's a progressive season in terms of the Premier League action. But there you are, 2-0 winners away from home. We're better away from home than we are at home. Very, very pleased. Well done. Everyone's loving life. On to Nantes. What is he doing between the matches? Things can only get Weber. This is what I do. This is why the headphones are on. I don't know why I've put it on Alexa. Things can only get Weber. Can only get Weber. Oh, just before we play Nantes as well, worth saying, in the description there is a link to drbenji.com, a domain that I've had for a couple of years. If you would like to know what saves I'm doing for next season, I will be making a video about this, of course, at some point. But if you can't wait any longer, there's a link in the description. You can read the blog post I've written about a few different bits and pieces, but I do reveal my beta save and the premise for my main save next year. So if you're interested, drbenji.com. I should say, if you want to contact me or message me as well, there's a contact option on drbenji.com. If tweeting is not your way of doing things, that's the way to do it. All right then, here we go. Big game for us, and a couple of changes from the first leg actually. I say this, Rodriguez. No, you're definitely starting. You scored in the last time you played them. Garrido then will be in goal. Alessi, Servi, Barons, and Alkin at the back. We've got Vergara and Jonovic in the centre. Gudmundsson comes in for Dybala behind Rodriguez. Doku one side, Gumel the other, and game time. Here we go. We know with this 2-goal advantage, we've just got to stop them from scoring, and it's done. That said, I'm not going to play defensive in any stretch of the imagination. We're just going to go out there and do our best. Well, that's what I expect. Whether that actually happens or not, I mean, stay tuned. Your team selection has offered little by way of surprise. Yeah, because it's a good team. We'll try and attack where possible. Here we go. Derrian, they're very talented young midfield, by the way. Little tired for this one, not featuring. That might be it might be a help to us, might be a hindrance. Who knows? As the first chance of the game appeared to be in their favour as they had a throw-in, but Gudmundsson nabs it in the midfield, and he's got runners, especially on that right-hand side if he can find him. Gumel's there, with a little bit of space and time to maybe put a ball into the middle. Tries to beat his man, can't quite get round him, of course. Bought from PSG, probably knows this French side better than the other players on this pitch. So let's see, can we open the scoring in this one? Rodriguez, great challenge from Nantes in the centre as it goes forward. Jonovic down to Gudmundsson, the midfield combining. Vergara now, is he going to go for goal? He doesn't. Alkin, left side, is there a chance for us? Grimmel's there, oh, smashes it in. 3-0, 10 minutes gone. I'll see you in the semi-finals, I'm calling it now. It was quite well worked in the end. I mean, there's a few times they put challenges in, but actually, all in all, it was pretty good. Alkin puts the ball towards that back post. It's a great first-time finish across the goalkeeper. Excellent finish from a quality player. And, yeah, we take the lead. Free kick now, Rodriguez from a distance. Oh, test the goalkeeper. Corner to Nantes, though, as it goes in. And I think we headed it towards our own goal there. Alessi throwing deep in their half as Jonovic tries to win it back. Can't do so, though. And they're breaking away. The pace of this number 13. Goodness me, we can't get near him. Lays it off to Marchand on that side. It's a great finish. Marchand probably, is it Marchand? I think it's probably said Marchand, probably something similar to that. Yeah, I mean, a really good finish, and they've got their away goal. Pace of Ramani over that side. Goodness me, pulls it back across. They've got 2 men on the edge, and to be fair to him, had all the time in the world. It's a wonderful finish. You've got to give credit where credit's due, as that. There's a highlight after the goal here, viewers. Doku racing forward. Lovely ball over the top. Surely, oh my goodness me. An instant reply from ourselves. We take the lead in the game and a 4-1 aggregate score. Come on, surely at this point this is ours. Highlight after the goal. Oh, good heavens. To say this is topsy-turvy is an understatement. They're forward again, left side now, ball in, it goes close, Garrido with a fantastic double save, and we just about get it away. Excellent goalkeeping for the man between the sticks, and with 10 minutes to go this first half, it looks like we're going to go into it with a lead, and all thanks to Garrido. It's well worth his 6.9 average rating. FM20, come on, for heaven's sake. Alessi, though, edge of the box, is going to put a ball in, he goes to Vergara on the edge. Jovanovic and Vergara can both strike them, as can Gudmundsson, so we're always dangerous in that area. That's what I like about our midfield traditionally, as it falls to Jovanovic. Oh, that strike, it was travelling at some speed. So at half-time, 2-1 Villa, 4-1 on aggregate. The semi-finals are ours. Decent team talk as well. I've aced that, to be fair. I was passionate. I told them from in here, you know. We're forward again on this side, but it doesn't come to anything. But we are going to get to recycle possession as Barons and Servi starting the attacks off. That's what I want. I like ball-playing defenders. Look at them passing between themselves. Vergara, Jovanovic and Gudmundsson just ahead to try and find openings for either our wider players or for, well, you know what, Gudmundsson's gone on his own there, but Rodriguez, he feeds off those three just behind him. Similar situation. Ball played in. Gummel's there. It's going to come to the edge of the box, though. Surely Alessi on this right side is the option. He's no Lloyd Morgan, but can he put a ball into the centre? He can. Rodriguez there. Oh, it should have been a goal. While I do think it's over, I think one more goal for us, and that's game over. Gudmundsson, a 6.5, a quiet game. I'm going to get him off. I'm going to bring Ryan Ball on for the remainder of this one. Just pack the midfield for the later stages as a deep line playmaker on support. He's just a part of the midfield, really. Nothing too special. We're getting complacent out there, which I don't love. I'm going to tell them to concentrate. I don't want them to slip up here. One goal, and it could start an avalanche of disappointment as they race forward with it. They've got a big chance. Garrido again. He's been the hero of this one. Every highlight seems to have started with an Alcon throw-in on that side. There's another one for us here. Ball getting involved now after coming off the bench. Can he lay it off to anyone? I mean, he's very much involved in this as that breaks for them. And if the result of the goal, you'll just see my face looking sad. Garrido saved again. Of course he did. Final 10 minutes. It might seem bold, but I've gone attacking for the final few. I don't want them to think that we're just going to let them attack for the final 10 as Kamara scores. They need 2 more. With 10 minutes to go, it seems unlikely. I'm going to come off attacking, though. They also scored from a corner, which I think's cheating, actually. Rodriguez, he's had a quiet game. He's coming off. Nissan's going to come on just to waste a little bit of time towards the end of the game and to bring on some pace up front, of course, as well. 3 minutes left, but it looks like job done. I don't think we've won. Well, I'll put it this way. We've not won both legs yet in any of these games. We seem to win one and then draw one, but it's enough to go through. And you can see there then 4-2 on aggregate with the time ticking away. That's certainly going to do it. A really, really good victory in the semi-finals of the Europa League. When we first qualified, I didn't think this would necessarily be happening, but I'm pleased that it is. Let's see what's happened elsewhere. Hopefully, United got beat. I think it's unlikely. And to be fair, if you're beating United, you're probably pretty good, Fiorentina, so I'll give you that. Oh, good God. Okay, they're doing that in the quarterfinals. So it's ourselves, Bayer Leverkusen, Manchester United and Tottenham, a strong English presence. How is it in the Champions League? Chelsea, City. So it's going to be a Chelsea-Porto, the Mourinho final. Interesting. Oh, it's a quarter-final. Sorry, no, forget everything. There's Porto, Chelsea, Arsenal and PSG left in it, going to the semi-finals. But again, a strong English presence there as well. And in recent years, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea and then Arsenal again have won the Champions League. Okay then. Right, some good money for the victory. When is the draw for this? Is it not for a little while? I don't think it is. There's a chance, though, that it's tomorrow, so we're going to gamble. We're just going to go to the Friday and see if the draw indeed happens now. Interestingly, Tottenham and United are 2 teams we can play. They're our next 2 fixtures, which is really curious. It's funny how football works out like that sometimes, isn't it? We're going to play potentially one of them 3 times in 2 weeks or something. So here it is. I guess we want Bayer Leverkusen, who we shouldn't really sleep on. They're a really decent side. They've got some really talented players. For example, Harold Suarez. I love the fact he's called Harold Suarez. It's a great name. Yeah, there's some really capable footballers in that team, so I'm scared of them. United is the one to avoid. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd quite like Tottenham and United to face each other. Bayer Leverkusen will play. Okay. Ourselves, we avoid the all-English battle, but we could make it an all-English final. Tottenham then, Harry Kane's Tottenham, who's still at Tottenham, to play Manchester United, and we will then go away to Germany against a very talented side at Leverkusen. Oh God, this is going to be harder than playing United. They're 4th in the Bundesliga though. They've just beaten Villarreal. They also knocked out Hibs, so they've not been overly tested, but they have recently beat Bayern Munich in a German Cup quarter-final. And yeah, as I say, 4th in the Bundesliga, despite battling on lots of different fronts, is still quite impressive. It's not going to be an easy game, but I look forward to it. When will it fall then? Let's have a look here. Towards the back end of the year. So again, we're going to focus on this Europa battle. The league games are cool and everything, but they don't really matter this year. So if you're enjoying the series and enjoying this video, do drop a like on it. But this brings us to the end. We love with care. From minutes until next time, make sure you subscribed. Check out the blog post if you want to see what I'm doing next year. And we love with care. Goodbye.